Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with me, Rocker, your friendly neighborhood tank driver. I am driving the British Tier 7 medium, the Comet, a very agile, very fast tank with a relatively low damage gun but a very high firing rate, 3.29 seconds to reload. It's the typical flank tank, which means you need to get to the sides of the enemy tanks. On this map, the best position for a medium tank is somewhere around here where you see my mouse cursor, which is a small hill. There are two ways to get up here, which is also possible for the enemy. So you need to be in a fast tank to get up there first and try to keep the enemy medium tanks down there. However, this round I am lucky because all the enemy tanks won't go up there. They are somewhere around here, A, B and C lines. Another advantage of this position is the ability to fire on the aforementioned A, B, C lines, and D if someone is stupid enough and tries to do the middle, which is basically suicide. However, on the corner down here is usually where all the enemy heavy tanks drive, so you need to have the support of your team here to hold them back and allow you to fire without fear for your life. As you can see, I'm trying to get into a northernmost position up here. I need to be there to fire onto the ABC line. And I can already see there's a Panther, a Tiger and a Panzer 38 NA. I'm taking position, aiming my shots, fire and hit, which is surprisingly enough because the gun of the Comet is not exactly precise, as you will see in a second. And there's a suicidal idiot in a Tiger. I planted one nicely into the ground, absolutely ineffective. As you can see, precision is not the strength of this tank. Another problem is the relatively slow velocity of the cannon. It takes quite a long time for the projectile to aim at its target, and if the enemy moves in that time, you will probably miss it entirely. Very well, I see it's an IS-3 which fired on me. Absolutely ineffective, probably firing high explosive shells. And here starts the missing. One shot missed, two shot missed, which isn't a problem because I reload really fast, and well, there's a hit. This VK3601H is really a thorn into my side. I probably tried to hit him 10 times and maybe do it once or twice, because that guy keeps moving, inconsiderate as he is. And then he dies. And there's my other nemesis. I slightly scratch his tracks. I slightly scratch his turrets, doing absolutely nothing. I more than scratch the Comet. And again. And he dies. I probably hit his engine and he burned to death. The IS-3 has moved away, which is good for me. Oh, there's also a Panther. Let's knock on his turret a bit. Does absolutely nothing to him, but maybe it's annoying, so well, it's all I can do to keep him nervous. The amount of lead I put into the ground is probably enough to declare it a hazardous waste area. Oh, there's also a Tiger, much larger target for me. I could probably hit that guy, which I do. Now I'm shooting at the rocks because those are illegal and I want to kill them. The Tiger shows his turret here, which soundingly enough I can hit with this gun. Probably the blessing of the RNG gods, the random number generator gods. And here I have another very lucky shot. I thought I'd miss, but I hit exactly the commander's hedge on top of this turret, with probably the only spot I can penetrate from this range of this precision gun. Now I'm doing something quite risky because there is a stalemate down south and I want to move the game forward, so I simply speed straight up down that ridge and over there into the ditch. However, I still take the hit. I calculated that into, so it couldn't kill me that one. However, they killed my loader and got my turret stuck, so I need to repair both of it. And here I make a really stupid mistake and expose myself terribly. As you can see here, there's first T-32 and the K4 is first. both hit me and put me at 294 HP, which means I can't get hit one more time or I'll die. Oh, there's a super person showing me the side of his turret. Like that, and just come off his head and I'll kill him. Now the situation is somewhat hairy here. The KE4 is looking at me, so I wait until he turns his turret away. However, he's a persistent bastard and keeps looking at me, despite having his bottom pounded by our KE1s. Now he turns his turret and looks at me. However, he has a very thickly armored turret side and bottom there, so I can't penetrate him. He turns his turret back to me, so I go to cover. I take a slightly different angle. I hope he'll turn back or get a shot at the T-32. However, that is not to be. He's behind us right there. Now I know I can penetrate the side armor with normal munitions, so I load APCR, which is much more expensive, but is able to penetrate it. As you can see, one hit, two hit, and he's dead. There's also the IS-3, which is dangerous opponent. So I put some flanking shots into him as well. 1, 2, and number 3 kill. And with this shot, the game is won. I got 6 kills, which is a Top Gunman award, which is very nice in this tank. It is a fun tank to play, but it takes a bit of skill and training. I absolutely sucked the first time I took it out. However, once you learn it, it can be quite fun on open maps. City maps, however, are a nightmare. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see us next time.